Yo, it's a Stupid and Small podcast. It's Friday, 4th of November 2016. Hello, Lauren Clark.
Hello, Stuart Farrell.
Can you believe it? We got here.
I can't really. I really can't.
This will be our first fiver for a while.
Our first fiver in a week where most people have had a threer.
Yeah.
You know?
Can I, before we go any further, without
Yes.
further ado, can I just say a little personal note?
Yes, please.
Oh, thank you. I'll just say happy anniversary to my dear housemate who's survived many years. And we've been together a lot more than before, but we met at a wedding a few years ago, and I like to remind her of that fact every year, of the day we met at a wedding.
And was the wedding... You didn't really meet at a wedding, did you?
No.
I get it. I get it. I am so sick this morning that I'm so sorry.
So I'm assuming this is another quick one then, is it?
Yeah, no, I texted Stu this morning and said I almost can't make it this morning. I'm not feeling too crash hot. So we are going to have to keep this short, even though we did a shorty yesterday.
So sick, you say, Lauren?
Sick? Why? What are you...
Hearing the pitter-patter of... I mean, you have the
not
track
a
record.
chance, Farrell. Not a chance. Nah.
Okay, there's always a chance.
This is no chance. This is just the illness that happens with when every single person in the family goes and gets something, and then so it goes through the whole fam.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just a cold, but it's as boring can be.
Bat droppings.
Yes, exactly.
So we won't keep you long because you sound a bit caboosed anyway.
I am not my usual sunny self. Let us just say that.
Poor bugger.
Listen, something occurred to me the other day that is just a little, and I wondered if you've noticed it.
Oh.
If you are, this is totally apropos of nothing. It's one of your favourite sayings, but it's because you know how a lot of my stories this year have involved being in a car.
Well, yes.
Do a lot of driving this year. So this one does too. Have you noticed that if you are sitting in a parked car, okay, calm down.
Right.
If you're sitting in a parked car being a perfectly normal human being, people don't notice you.
Oh. Is there anything more dodgy than sitting in a parked car? That is the height of dodginess.
No, well, listen, nobody will look at you. I promise you. I have had in the last, this year, I have had people. I've had people walk past my car. I've had people have like loud personal conversations right next to the car, and I'm like, I could touch them. I could reach out the window and touch them with my hand. Yeah. And they don't know that I'm there. And they know me. And they shouldn't be having those conversations right next to me.
Ooh, give us some goss.
Oh, like just at the jackpot's work and stuff. Like there'll be people just get close to me and I'll be like, I'm pretty sure you don't know that I'm here. And just stuff like that, right?
Are they bagging colleagues?
That sort of thing. But not quite that. But just
they
there's
bag
just
the jackpot?
Never.
Oh.
No, I know. I live for the. No, I don't really. Anyway, so, but the other day, yesterday was it? Anyway, whatever. Sometime this week, the same thing happened. But I was sitting in the car, and we don't have. I think we have tinted windows in the back, but we don't have any. Like, there's nothing on the front that like stops anybody seeing me, apart from the fact that I'm in a car, right?
Okay, yeah.
And I promise you, it was the same with the old car that I had. Same thing. You'd sit in the car, and people they just don't think to look in cars. And I'm the same until this clicked with me about the start of this year. I reckon I didn't do it either. And now I actually scour the cars. And it's surprising how often there is somebody sitting in a car having a nap or like on their phone or doing like me. My office is my car. Lots of people's offices are their cars.
Well,
right?
especially in St Kilda.
That's really sweet. Stu.
No, that's what I always think about because I used to live in St Kilda, and I always think of people in cars, parked cars. Yeah. That's why I think parked cars are the worst because the people that are visiting St Kilda for a short time use it as their hotel room, and it's just rank.
Yes.
whether they're with another or if they're having some sort of concoction.
Welcome to people who aren't from Melbourne, and all of the very deeply dodgy things that Stuart just said can be read in many different ways. All of them hideous, and probably most of them right. Anyway,
From first-hand experience.
What? Pardon?
Well, I mean, with my eyes.
Oh my God! Holy moly!
No, I didn't used to get in the car and get fresh. I used to have to walk past these people all the time in their cars, getting their.
Hey,
Yes.
listen. We are a G-rated podcast
you
and
can't
we
unsee
like our
that
young
stuff.
listeners.
Well, what
Hello
happened to that
you.
person in Canberra?
Huh?
What was
Oh,
the
yeah.
person's
Well, what do
name?
you think? The poor girl in Canberra, she probably left because of all the horrifying things that you used to
Well,
allude
you know
to.
what? You can't shield people from the real life.
You can't
The-
shield people from the real life.
The real life.
Anyway, listen. I
Listen.
was sitting in the car this week, and there were people having a chat, right? And they were near me. They were kind of coming towards me, and they sort of decided to sort of hover around where I was parked, and I was parked near a side street. So
Not in St Kilda.
not in St Kilda. Thank you very much.
What?
And I'm parked there, and then they're sort of obviously talking, and some of them are obviously about to go down the side street, and some of them are about to go on. So they do that thing where they hover on the corner, right? And they've got to finish their convo or whatever. And then 3 of them leant back on my car.
Oh. Did
So
you
I've
hit the
got
horn?
So I've got them like leaning on the car, and one of them starts sort of jiggling, and so the car's moving, and
Ooh,
I'm in the car, and so is a sleeping. Well, that was my question. Do you beep?
Yes, you beep. Because if they're wearing Lee Coopers or Levi's, there's little studs on the back of those jeans that can scratch your car.
But
Or
you
a button.
can't beep. Beeping's horrible.
Or you can say, you want a minute and say, buddy, really? Get off my car.
Run down the window. Yeah, but then
You'd
I
have
thought I
electric
might
windows, wouldn't you?
I might have woken up the bebe.
Ah,
So I
bad
sort of
luck.
was a bit stuck. Do you know what
What
I
do you
mean?
want to drive around a bomb
And
and
then
got
I thought-
scratches all over it, like me?
No, but then what I thought I could do is start the engine, because that wouldn't wake up the baby, and I could just move the car like a bit further down the
Well, you get a meter, 2 meters down the road, then you become the turd.
Show me tingies.
Well, Lauren Clark.
Yes, Stuart Farrell.
That's his one. Well, I'm not going to say. You know what? New rule: we
Yeah.
don't comment on our jingles that we love so much. Every time we go, oh, isn't that just the greatest? Isn't that the best? We'll say the same thing next week about how great it is. So we're not going to say anything, but
Okay.
thank you. Now, as the little sting alluded, this is Shiv Me Tingies, but it's Shiv Me Tingies minute edition because you're sick and
Sorry, I know. I feel rotten, but
you're about to hit the floor. So I'm just going to let you know about one that Madeline Cooper sent us in to the Big and Stupid at Stupidly Big email a little while ago, a few days ago. And it's, hey, Stu and Lauren, just thought I'd share with you my little personal achievement for tonight. I captured my first Aurora on camera. Haven't processed the pic yet, but here's a photo of the pic on the back of the camera, which Lauren will put up. Probably totally boring to you, but a major tick on my bucket list and a massive shiver me tingy for me to do this. Now, I have no idea what an Aurora
beautiful
is.
shiver me tingy. It's a crackerjack.
What is an Aurora?
It's a star thing. I don't know.
The star thing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, neither of us know what an Aurora is, but congratulations to Madeline Cooper, who has caught her first one. That'll be like me catching an Aurora. Could be a fish for all we know, but it looks like a nice sky, so we're going to go with Lauren's half-baked assessment. So thank you. That was Madeline's shiver me
You know
tingy.
what? I have a bad habit of, if I don't know the full version of something,
Mm-hmm.
just going, well, then I don't know anything. Do you know what I mean? So I quite often do that. I quite often go, well, I don't know anything. And then the person goes, it's a banana. And I'm like, well, I knew it was a banana. Do you know what I mean?
Well, we've all heard of the Southern Aurora, etc.,
Yeah.
etc. But I'm
Exactly.
probably in the same boat as you, except that if I think I know 10% of what I'm supposed to know, I claim that as, yes, I have full knowledge. Hence, welcome to
Basically.
Stuart at school, basically. Years 7 through 12.
What a delight you must have been. Louise sent us a got in touch on Facebook email, Stu, and she said, and she also told us, which I think is great and everyone should get into the habit of doing, told us how she came across the podcast as well, which is, as I've always
Very
said,
handy.
our market research department relies solely on that. So please, and our
Yes.
market research department is us.
Yep.
But
And we
please
sell
let
it.
us know that how you found out about us and how long you've been listening when you get in touch for the first time. But anyway, Louise said, and I don't even think she'd put this in as a tingy, but
Gave you a tingy.
it gave me such a tingy, Stu. We were talking recently about a show, and I couldn't remember what the show is, and it took about 5 seconds after the podcast went up, when like freaking 5 listeners went and instantly went. It was Romper Room. So there was a show called Romper Room, and she has described it, and she said what happened was the kids presenter on the show sees in the magic mirror at the end of the show, and she sees, I see Lauren, I see Stuart, and all these like
Ooh.
kids, right? And
Yep.
you go, oh my God, how exciting, and you always wait for your name. Anyway,
Yours never came
the
out.
way Louise, and mine never came out, obviously. And she said, anyway, the kids presenter sees in the magic mirror at the end of friends of whoever is on that week. And my mum had to give the producers a list of names.
Right.
So there mustn't have been any friends called Lauren the time you watched it. And she says, quite rightly, the magic of television. But imagine getting...
thought- Didn't she also say she was on the show?
No, she said, I was a Romper Room kid. I went on it when I was 4. Yeah. Sorry, that was the point of... Yeah. Did I not read that bit? Good. See how sick I am? This is
Yeah.
really fun.
If I'm
But
reading better than you, then we know we've got problems.
But the mum had to give a list of names of the friend,
Okay.
and desperately want to go back in time and be Louise's friend, because it was just the whole purpose of that show. Like, I can't remember anything else about that show except really wanting to have my name called out.
Is that the height of sadness, that you now desperately want to go back in time so you can have a 4-year-old friend? How lonely were you, Lauren Clark? Look, if anyone's out there, if anyone would like to be friends with Lauren Clark, Lauren, how do they get in contact with us?
Arm's lengthy. It's only going to end badly.
Trust me, you'll end up moving out of Melbourne. It's that heartbreaking. How do they get in contact with you, Lauren?
You jerk. People can find us, Stu Farrell. We're stupidlybig.com. Stupidly Big on Twitter. Stupidly Big on Facebook. Stupidly Big and Stupidly Small in iTunes, where you can give us a rating and a review, and it really does make our day when that happens. Please go and do so if you haven't already. Stuart Farrell, I will see you Monday, my friend. Maybe.
I'll be here. And a big happy anniversary to Scorchio, too.
Oh, you lovely kids meeting at that wedding. That must have been quite the wedding.
Well, at least we've got a date to remember, see?
That's it. All right. Hey, have a good one, the pair of you. See you next week.
All right.
Bye-bye.